Good day, everyone. Welcome to our virtual lesson on targeted questioning. I am Marites Pibalusdan, one of your instructors for this session. I hope you're all ready to dive into some exciting learning. Lend me your ears and buckle your seatbelts as we go along. So, our topic for today's session is all about the Technique 2 on Teaching Like a Champ by Doug Limov. The Technique 2 is all about targeted questioning. But before that, let's all read our objectives for today's session. After this session, you may able to define what is the concept of targeted questioning. You may able to identify the techniques of targeted questioning and to apply the knowledge through a brief assessment. Okay, let's now dive into what is targeted questioning. Targeted questioning encourages teachers to plan their questions in advance. Ideally, targeted questions should be planned and must have a clear goal. These questions should be how and or why. As we said a while ago, teachers should plan a question in advance, and these questions should be how and or why. For example, let's take a look at these two sets of questions. First one, does everyone understand how John is changing in this chapter? Versus, who can get us started in talking about how John is changing in this chapter? For you, what do you think is the best way in questioning? Is it the first one or the second one? All right, the second one. Because with this kind of question, it will help you to check the understanding of your students in a particular topic. It will also help you assess the students, whether they are listening or not. Next is that targeted questionings should be first, open ended questions directed at a strategic sample of the class and executed in a short period of time. Targeted questions should be open ended questions and should be only executed in a short period of time. Open ended questions are those questions that cannot be answered by yes or no. Instead, it requires the respondents or the learner to elaborate on their point. Try avoiding questions like, did you understand? Or is it clear? Why? Because if you ask the students if they did understand their lessons, their answers will always be yes, even though they did not understand the lesson. So remember to avoid this kind of questions. Second is that cold calling be a part in your targeted questioning, wherein students are called upon without volunteering. In here, you just call a name of your students to answer a question. Based from our example a while ago, who can get us started in talking about how John is changing in this chapter? Instead of using the word who to call, you'll just call a name like this. Dale, could you please get us started in talking about how John is changing in this chapter? With that kind of question, you ask the name of your student or you call the name of your student. That is called calling. Or call those students who aren't raising their hands every time you are asking their questions. That's all. Did you get the targeted questioning? For us to assess whether you understand the discussion, let's play a game entitled Pick Me. All you must do is pick the correct answers to the questions. I'll flash the questions and read it, and I will be giving you 10 seconds to answer them. Okay? Let's now start. First question. Targeted questioning should be A. Open ended questions, B. Close ended questions. Your timer starts now. So, what do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is A. Open ended questions. Next question. Open ended questions is A. Answerable by yes or no. B. It requires the respondent or the learner to elaborate on their point. Your timer starts now. So the correct answer is B. It requires the respondent or the learner to elaborate on their point. Next question. Open ended questions are executed in A. Short period of time, B. Long period of time. Your timer starts now. So the correct answer is A. Short period of time. Next question. What questions must teachers needed to avoid? A. Questions that has many answers. B. Questions that is answerable by yes or no. Your timer starts now. So the correct answer is B. Questions that is answerable by yes or no. For the last question, cold calling is A. Not mentioning a name. B. Calling a name without volunteering. Your timer starts now. The correct answer is B. Calling a name without volunteering. So, with that set of questions, how many points did you get? Oh, you got 5. Clap for yourselves. To end our discussion, let's always remember these three. First, targeted questionings should be an open-ended questions. Second, avoid questions that is answerable by yes or no. And last, cold calling must be a part of your technique. That's all for the targeted questioning. So, goodbye for now, and I'll see you on our next topic. Thank you.